right, day 2, flat range is done, the first part of the day, and now we're gonna go into this kill house and do some more advanced CQC. Do you know what we're gonna do?
Some advanced high-speed stuff, but still crawl, walk, run. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be twists in there, so I'm excited to see what they throw at us. But again, like a sponge, absorbing all of this in, taking it in, and we'll see how we do.
Exactly. So we did a lot of obviously in the morning at the flat range, a lot of checkup drill and reload and transition. So I'm assuming something like that is going to be involved in here today.
Definitely.
So we'll see. I don't know, one way to find out. So let's get in there and get the training started.
Yeah, so yesterday we went over 2-man room entries for corner fed and center fed rooms. Went over, touched on some barricades, utilizing your working wall, procedures outside the door, and footwork and stuff going through the door, okay? So we are going to demo how we do 2-man room entries, just to kind of refresh it in your brain so you can see it live. And then we're going to bring all of you into that big center fed room, and we'll talk about a couple things after that, okay? Everyone's gonna need eyes and ears, and you guys will be up in the rafters. Leave your guns down here against the wall. And once you guys are up there, we can get started.
Yep, and today, like obviously nobody's going live today. It would just be us showing this demo, and then we'll take it from there. Sure.
Oh, we can be.
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay.
All clear.
Last room. All right, we're just going to switch to deliberate real quick, and then we'll talk later.
Hands up. Hands up. Come here. Clear. All clear.
Okay, hang 'em. What was the biggest difference?
You went right in.
Went right in, and what about after we got in? What's the difference once they got in and once we got in?
There were a lot more people left alive when you walked in. So there's half the room was already wasted.
Yep.
Before we came in.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's one advantage of having that deliberate. You don't need to enter. There's no hostage. And you could see a lot of stuff, or if there is somebody wandering out here, you could call them out and get them out of the way. So there's a lot of advantage for that deliberate stuff, and we just want to show you the dynamic, because once you come in, you're using the same skills as the deliberate, right? It's not like, okay, for dynamic, we have to go like 7 to 10 feet, or we adjust. Everything's the same. It's just that you're going faster. All right, guys, so go ahead and meet in the room next door. Do you guys have any questions? All right, let's meet next door, and then we'll start the classes.
All right, so yesterday we touched on 2-man room entries, what we did a lot of, right? I know Jim and Neil's group got into 4-man room entries. Okay, when do we do 4-man room entries?
When you have 4 men, when there's more threat.
Not necessarily. So sometimes having too many people in the room can just confuse things, right? Add too much to the problem. We use 4-man room entry on primary entry. So when we first go into a building, we send 4 guys. Okay. And after that, it's 2-man. Unless we're doing deliberate, you see something from outside the door where you need to start calling for more guys. Okay. Got anything on that?
Yeah, and as you saw in that room, it would be nice to have 4 guys. Why? Because the 3 and 4 are going to immediately to the center of the room, and 10% on either side. So like as I'm clearing my corner, if Neil is right behind, this is a threshold, I just walk in, Neil, his gun is like that as I'm
Coming on target.
Yep. So he's already shooting that dude that's just saw me coming in. So, and then the 4-man does the same thing. So we'll demonstrate that in a second. So having 4-man is just quicker because you're getting all the angles pretty much simultaneously. Clear. Clear. So what we do is we split on a center fed room, we split it down the center, right? So we don't go to the center of the room because there might be a target there and I might think he has it or whatever and I go past. So we always go 10%. So when I come in, 10% the opposite. So when I come in, I go 10% to the left and I move to the right and I start my scans and then I come back and into the center. And then I'm 2 to 4 feet.
And I'm watching Jim come in. A good rule for me, like the way I figured this out with the 3 and 4-man, whichever the way the guy just went in front of me, I know that that is the way my rifle is going to present to that side of the room, but I am going to move to the opposite side of that.
That's
so
too much thinking for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's so easy for me. I know that my gun is presented in the same way you just went.
But yeah, that's fine. So, but if you notice, when the 1 and 2 come in, where are they going to? The corners, right? So they need to present to the corner and come out. When I'm coming in as a 3, he's the 1, I'm the 3. I come in and I don't do this, right, and try to present that way. I come in just like this and I present to my 10% and then I sidestep this way and I start scanning this way and then I end up 2 to 4 feet, just like he did.
So we're gonna go ahead and give this, we'll call it 30 minutes to go through 4-man room entries so we can get back in here. We're gonna try and cover a lot today, okay? So if you have any questions at any time, don't just keep letting those questions snowball and add up, right? So stop and ask, but we are gonna try and cover a lot.
Clear? Clear.
I thought it looked okay.
I thought I felt good.
Yeah, it's good. I thought that's good.
Yeah, I thought back, I said, fuck, I'm over it. Yeah.
Clear. So here's a really interesting learning point, right? Getting over here and opening the door for yourself in front of the door sucks, right? You don't want to do that. The other option sucks, right? So
What if I came and I came back around?
you could. So one way to kind of do this is you either open the door for yourself, right? So you get the squeeze, and you're kind of, people are giving you some space to work, right? You can do that. You could have someone kind of held back, like kind of over your shoulder, but then again, like you're reaching across the door, and I just open it for myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Move. Moving.
Work through it. Keep going.
You're clear? All right, I'm low. I got a little.
Okay, stop for a second, stop.
Yep.
Take a wrap off. Okay, so number 1, you didn't say moving,
Yep.
right? So no big deal, but you got where you are and you checked up. So that tells you that that is
Clear.
right. So your threat is there.
Right.
All right. So now you're going, since no moving move call was made, go ahead and say moving.
Moving.
Move.
And it's all on you. You're just going, just like you're doing a door.
Clear.
All clear. Now, question.
Yep.
After the second move call, does he want to then repeat it back?
No. So once the moving move call is made,
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep saying, oh, I want to move on this, and you want to move on that, and it's done. It's free. Free game to start moving around the room.
All right, guys, so what we're doing right now is multiple threats, multiple danger areas inside a room, how to address that stuff. So when you enter a room, you'll have maybe some furniture, some file cabinet on the right side, you can't see behind it, or a couch or something else on the left side. How to address that thing with two-man person, making an entry, doing some barrel releases, threat exchanges, and all what's so on and what so forth. So we're gonna address that stuff. So let's get in there and get some learning. Hold on. Hey, I'm gonna show you one trick right here. Go to the door. Instead of like having your hand, you got down here. Like if something happens, moving. Clear.
Okay.
Yeah, time a little bit better.
Yeah.
You were fine
I
because
came
you
on
moved
slow.
and moved slow, but it was your first time probably ever doing a barrel release. You
slow.
hesitated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I was slow.
yeah, not bad for your first one.
Yeah.
But the idea behind, you want to just do this, just a barrel release.
My feet were too. The way I went, I was like.
So that's the other thing. You were also the one initiating it too,
Yeah.
right? Set your feet up first for success.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Where would my feet be for this? Maybe like up like this and then just around.
I just did this. However you want to walk.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So once mine meets up yours, I just go down.
Yeah.
Once they're up, they match.
Yeah.
And you did fine. You went the right time. You just for some reason hesitated.
So just do that. Just do the timing one more time.
So I'm just gonna cue on yours. So once you go, so I just run up this. All right. Go.
So we're up.
Oh, yours already up, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. All right.
So yeah, be a little, yeah.
Go ahead. You want to do it again?
Sure. Why not?
Oh, you want me to try?
Yeah, you go. You up.
Bingo.
There we
Right
go.
there.
That was better.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
Good deal. Cool.
Moving.
Move.
Pretend that you can't clear that spot, Mike. Okay. So we can do the barrel release. All right.
Clear.
It's all right. Come out here, because Jason,
Yep.
like this door right here, you let it own you. Because you came scanned, and you're scanning, and then you go, okay, there's a door there, I can't scan anymore. There is like a big 10% chance that you can scan more by just doing this. Like, pushing that door all the way to the side, and then go, oh, I got
More work.
nothing. Right? And then I know my threats are out in the middle. Right? So when I come in, once I clear that corner, I'm going to go right to the center. But like you went in, like when it was like, the door was like this, you just went, and you just entered, and there could be a dude right
In the corner.
Right? So just take advantage of being outside.
Slice more.
So 4-man entry. Remember, the first 2 guys are going 6 to 8 feet, and then 2 to 4 feet. Okay? And 3 and 4 coming down center, plus 10%, and moving out. And then just get clear, all clear. Super simple. Just go slow. All good. Like you stop. Look where you're standing. No, wait, look behind you. I know. I want you to look because the camera's driving. No shit. So yeah, just make sure you scoot down the hallway, the wall, and then you over penetrate it a little bit. But it's not. I don't really care too much about. But you did over penetrate. You did pretty good.
The first time I didn't give you anywhere near enough space.
Yeah, it's all good.
And then you need to just come in on the other side.
Yeah.
Like you kind of came in over here. So come on this way and sweep that way.
Clear?
All clear. Good. How did that one feel?
Better.
Better.
I came to my right corner, right?
Yeah, you guys work there.
All clear. Okay, so the method we're going to teach you, we call it barricaded flow. Okay, since we're teaching deliberate, this is a safer way to do a hallway because it minimizes bodies in the hallway. Okay, so hallways are inherently dangerous. It's a big chute, right, with a ton of threats. At any given time, someone could stick a gun out of one of these doors and hose down everybody in here. Okay, we minimize that threat by trying to keep bodies out of the hallway. Okay, so if you're in the hallway, you are actively doing work. Otherwise, you are inside a room. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just walk it, and then we'll explain. Okay. Clear.
Hands up, hands up. Bang, bang. One more. One more. Perfect. Move. Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang. All clear. Last room.
Last room.
Cool. So If the only reason that we'd go for that door is if you're doing like a rescue, hostage rescue, and you know that that's where you need to go. Because opening up all these are another can of worms. And then time is of the essence, because once they hear you, they can shoot the hostage, right? So that's the only time we do something like that. For you, that may be more of a situation because you're doing bonds shit, right? But for this situation, that's an open door, these are closed doors, but the proximity is so far away, I could have that point man holding permanent down there, and if that's why I like a permanent point. I hate when they switch points out, because he may see some dude's head pop out, or a shadow, right? He doesn't see anybody, he sees a shadow, and next thing you know, he enters this room, and then a new point comes up and they don't see any shadow, they think nobody's in there, right? So you want to have that permanent point the whole time, because they have the most understanding what's going on in that room. And then since that's the last room, he's gonna be the #1 man in that last room that he's been looking at the whole time, right?
Same question. What happens if somebody went hot from there, but you're here and you haven't, like obviously priorities work, right? Like that's closed door, that's open door. You come in, you make entry, you're about to go to this one, but you're going hot here. What happens to the rest of the doors?
If this hallway goes hot, we're going dynamic into these doors, getting the out of that hallway.
Okay.
The worst place to be is in that hallway.
Right. Okay.
And so that's where they want you to be, right? So if we can, we'll fight our way this way or through this way. And that's why, for us, it's a little bit easier because we got breach charges, we go through the quickie size, we cut through all the walls, and then we could make up distance this way.
Okay.
Still having somebody holding down there, laying down some lead to keep these guys from doing something.
Yeah, like if this was to go hot, we would all like kind of dive in the room, say I did dive in here. I might not be holding the hallway anymore, but I'm holding this angle so that that guy's not coming back towards us. So I'm gonna be holding this wall now.
Hallway. Scoot back.
Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Clear?
If your mantis force guys actually use it.
You can start scooting back.
Okay.
And then just keep going? Yeah. There you go. Give him a squeeze on his leg. No.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, hold up. Stop. Just freeze. Keep where you're at. What are you holding on? Okay, he's got the angle.
Okay.
So what do you got? The next threat.
This door.
Right here.
Yep.
Keep that weapon up.
Moving.
Move.
You just get that.
Clear.
All clear.
Bang, bang. Moving. Move.
Check up.
Bang, bang.
Check up, Mike. Check up.
All clear. Clear. Sorry. All clear.
Last room. What do you guys think?
Should we, I pulled him back to get him out of the hallway back in that room.
Yeah. Come out here, guys. So, Kaya, right here, you know you're exposed, right? Fruit Kaya? Yeah. You know you're exposed, you got a closed door. Sometimes, and he had his gun up there, so it's confusing, right? So
I had the angle, that's why I was watching that.
yeah, so you had the angle, and this guy's an extra guy. So that's why I said, hey, what's the next threat? This thing. But then you're exposed. This is the last room.
Yes.
You can also go, give me one, before this door opens. Right?
Gotcha, because
they may not know.
before that.
Because like when I first did this, I didn't do any of the rooms. First, I thought that was going that way, right? So
then he
those
rolled
guys may
out.
not know. So you know that there's nothing back there. There's an open door. You could give me one before this happens. Before you open this door, give me one. Let's do this. Somebody's going to hold it out. Good job, good job. Now you can go, get your gun up, get your gun up. Moving. Go with them.
Move. Clear. All clear.
Now, moving. He said moving. Move. Okay, stop. If that was a threat, you could, when he said moving, you could have moved up with him. Okay. Because you're cutting that thing where now you got an angle on his barrel, like stick your barrel out, move right where you were. It's just getting too close, right? So when he said moving, and you said move, and you still have a threat, you could now move. But he has to move first, so you know what he's doing. And then you can shoot that target, and then you just wait.
So I don't have to wait for him to get to.
Once he starts making a move, and you know what he's doing, then you can start moving too. If you have to take a shot and move out a little bit, that's good. Okay. But don't wait until the last minute and then move out. Because like you have something, right? And it's close to him. And the better angle is when he doesn't get so close to it that now it's like, you know, even 5 feet away from him. So that's it. And then you don't have to enter.
Okay.
It's a 2-man entry.
Okay.
So I would just, it's fine that you did.
He hates unemployment. He was looking for work.
He's looking for work. I'm saying you don't have to. Like one of the things that we do is like we'll look in, and then we'll see a moving drill like that. And then I come in, I see where I'm needed.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't have to make the initial entry.
Okay. I just did it.
Yeah.
2.
All right, day 2 has come to a halt. Neil, what did we learn today, man? Let me do it again. I'm sorry.
I was like, you just shotgun me.
I know. All right, day 2 has come to a halt. Learned a lot of stuff, a lot of hallway stuff, some basic, but really at the same time some sophisticated, complicated CQB drills. So what did we exactly learn today?
Well, like you pretty much said it. We touch on the basics, but then we just make the scenarios complex. So and that's the key is like sticking with the basics, tackling these complex scenarios with the basics. Like hallways are not that easy, especially when you start putting opposing open doors, you know, having to take things simultaneously. We didn't touch on that so much today, but we'll touch on more of that later. And knowing the proximity of taking an open door versus a closed door down hallways, stuff like that. Barrel releases, cross covers, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all these new terminologies, which is, they all make perfect sense. You know, when you guys explain it, like, oh wow, that actually makes perfect sense. What did you think, Jason?
The way that you guys run this whole course has been phenomenal. You guys break it down step by step, crawl, walk, run. And that to me is work 2 in the bush. So,
awesome. Good to hear that, because that was one thing I was concerned about with like day 1. I feel like it's very basic stuff. It's very slow, and I'm like, are guys enjoying this? Are they learning something?
Yeah.
Because I really want to get to the fun stuff.
yeah, absolutely.
So.
Dude, do you know what I noticed? Sincerely, and Hun and I were talking about it today. Yesterday, some of the groups, maybe more novice, they were maybe struggling on some of the basics because they first time been exposed to it. Today, they were just flowing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, in just one day.
Yeah,
It's insane.
it's amazing what like just talking about the night before as well, after you just saw it, and then you sleep on it, and then things start to click the next day.
Yep.
And then, yeah.
Well, good stuff. Really, thanks a lot for all the help, you and the other guys, obviously. And we're gonna call it today, go get some food, and tomorrow we're gonna do some force-on-4 stuff, right?
Yeah, we'll do force on force. We'll do some serious team shooting, if you will, like actually shooting and moving, relying on your buddy to do so.
Okay.
So it'll be
Good
badass.
deal. I look forward to it. That's about it. Stay tuned for tomorrow's footage, and let's go get some food.
Chow time.